Hello, ladies. Welcome to our January monthly session in the What's study community. What's Women and Tech community. What we're about, helping women build a no-code career and business so that they can earn, grow, and of course, impact their environment. Okay, last um month, yeah, which was December, we talked about goals, how we should, work towards goals for the new year, planning the new year and all of that. And just like that, January has come and we just have one day to wrap up January. It's been an amazing month, I would say. It's been an amazing month. So we are in a fast-paced industry, I would say, fast-paced industry. And I think we've left that space of, oh, is technology for me? Or should I really do technology? I believe that we have left that phase by now because everyone needs to do tech, right? I say it like that. Say everyone needs to do tech. The level at which you choose to do yours will be what will be different. So for some people, they would use it. For some people, they will build it. Okay. For some people, they would, you know, use, not just use it, but make the best use of it. And I like to think that what we do here can help us do that. Can help us do that. So I just want to run through a few things because when we say no code, um I think I think it needs to be clear. And funny enough, we have the industry promoting that even more. The industry is promoting that more. So nobody's thinking about, oh, I have to write millions of codes, or I really have to, get into all of the programming languages. Nobody is really hammering on that as much. Everyone is looking at what is the solution that I can bring out. It's more about solution. So the no code technology actually helps us as women to build faster. It helps us to build easier. And you and I can actually launch a product. We can launch a solution without having to bother about coding. Okay. So I'll just share some key insights, strategies, and maybe some of the tools that you can look at yourself. This is something that we've done in the past year where we did a no code tools challenge. I mean, if you're in the community, you can just do a search on that and you can find it. I think we also have a blog post for that we would share later. Now, the no code advantage allows women, you and I, to remove the hurdle of, you know, thinking, oh, I mean, I'm not technical, I cannot do this. So there's really, really now a very fast execution. You can execute faster. You can save costs. Okay, you can save costs. So if you are looking at even building your own business, if you are currently, even building your career, you can start to look at, so what can I use? What can I do to move faster so that I'm covering more grounds? I'm covering more grounds and actually making progress. I think one of the most painful things that can happen to anyone is not even being able to keep track of what you've done so far. I believe that would be so painful. You almost feel like you're starting all over. Okay, so something as simple as, being able to organize your resources, your documents in the cloud. And for everyone who has a Gmail account, you have access to 5 gig. Yes, free. Chase 5, I'll be 15. I think it's 15. 15 gig free of cloud space that you can use to keep important documents, information, so that in years' time, you can always have access to them. You can keep track. I like to promote, seeing everything you do as a project. I'm very big on that. I'm very, very big on that. You as a project, okay? How you, what you do, how you, relate with your family as a project. Your career, say you're still you have to keep developing yourself. You see it as a project. So just before even saying, oh, let me start to do all the work, or let me start to organize all the work, organize yourself, putting everything together as a project. So just leveraging Google Drive, you create a folder for each of the project that you have identified. And that way, anything about that project, you put it inside that folder. That is one guaranteed way to stay organized, to start to put yourself together, and also ensure that you don't lose very important, documents, resources as you go on. Because anything can happen to your physical device. Anything can just happen. Anything can happen. Whether it's your phone, whether it's your laptop, anything can happen. Anything can happen to that book where you feel like you write everything. So yes, the book is important. I'll tell you for my own example. Maybe maybe what I'll do is I'll take a screenshot of my books that I'm currently using. I had to buy exercise books for each project. So I think I have about 6 or 7. Each one I just write there. So when I'm having a conversation with the stakeholder, okay, on this, I bring out this book and I'm noting down. But at the end of the day, I move what needs to be done, get to work, and then move it to the cloud, helping to keep track, helping to ensure that you do not lose anything. You do not lose anything. Okay. So this year, if one of your thoughts is to say, hey, my current line of business or my current job, um i want to I want to really leverage this no code, then you can start to build yourself. I'm not so big on titles. Yes, but titles are good. They help. It's more like an identity. It's an identity. It's a label. Okay, so when you have a label on when you put a label, people are not in doubt what it is. I like to use this example to say you have 2 bottles, and one you have spirits, and then the other one you have water. Now if you are not properly labeled, someone can mistaken the the spirit for water. So labels are good. They are very good. They are very helpful. However, they really do not limit you. They do not limit you. It means that while you are still doing your accounting job, while you're still doing, even the administrative job, while you're still doing, customer service job, while you're still doing relationship manager job or hotel administrator or company secretary and just anything. While you're doing all of that, you're looking at what are the tools I can use to help me do better. So you're not waiting to become a no code expert first or a digital manager first or a consultant first or a UI UX designer first or a product manager first. You're not waiting for all of that before you begin to leverage these tools. Okay, build your skill to prepare yourself for where you are going. Now, in our community, I'm really looking forward to helping people launch their businesses, to actually launch your business. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that with those who are interested because um it's difficult. Building a business is difficult. I can tell you there are a lot of uncertainties that you have to deal with. I would say that I mean I registered my first business in when was that? I think it was 2010. Yeah, 2010. It was a business name. And I used that business. I ran a salon, more like a makeup studio, a salon. And I still have the CAC business document. However, I zoned out of it quicker than I started. Yeah. Now, the next time I registered the business, it was 2015, which December, December, I think that it came just before the year ended. But I didn't do anything with it. I think the first payment we got from that business came in August 2016. So that money entered into the bank account of that business August 2016. I say that to say this. Um, you know, when starting a business it can be difficult, like I said. However, the thought of, oh, I'm not really ready, you know, can keep on delaying you from starting. And over the years, I've actually had a lot of struggles with, oh, should I really be doing this business? I mean, oh, this, I mean, I was giving myself all the excuses, either to find a way to just not build it, but somehow that business has survived plenty others. But this year, I feel like I have even better clarity. I've been trying, like I've been putting it together, have had people work with me, I've just kept trying. But this year, I feel like I I have it better together. And I'm encouraged because when you hear about businesses that are doing great today, you realize that, oh, they're celebrating 35 years, they're celebrating, 22 years, and all of that. What does that mean? Their first 5, 10 years, you did not hear about them. Okay, you didn't hear about them. Why I'm saying this is, if you have it somewhere inside of you to say, I think I might want to. Not everybody does, don't get me wrong. Not everybody does. I'll say this and I'll say it clearly. Not everybody does. Not everybody. Not everybody. So if you've never thought of it, it's possible I'm planting that seed. However, don't don't it's see it's I think it's a calling. Let me just put it like that. It's a calling. It's a calling because you need to have the mind and tenacity to stay on enough to actually hit gold. I tell you. And it's also possible that sometimes the business that you have is really just to eat. It's possible. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. So if you have it in mind, you may want to explore. This year may just be that year where you want to explore, where you want to say, okay, I tried it, um, or I'm retrying it, but don't put yourself under any pressure. Do not put yourself under any pressure. I mean, yes, because uh, the high blood pressure that employers feel every month end it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not. It's not. It's just there. Even if you think you have all the money, right? It's easier. It's more exciting having money coming than having money go. You know how it feels now when you enter that supermarket and then before you know, you're looking at what did I buy? Hello, what did I buy? And nobody's putting a gun to your head. You are just there spending that money and you are calculating all the calculatables. So while I would advise you, I also will want to dissuade you to not give yourself headache. You know, no need. You not give yourself, but if you would like, you don't mind it, know that you have the support of the community. You have my support, and it's something that we can dare to, and keep growing. Yeah, so not to keep our session for too long, um I'll just share a roadmap for hitting success. Just a few steps. Look for one no code tool that you want to learn this year. It could just be one. Look for one no code tool that you want to learn. And no code tool, they're not all that technical. So we have the almighty Canva. Canva is a no code tool. You can make beautiful designs on Canva. I think we have a list in the community that I shared last year. And it is very popular one that I would like us to have a class on it. And I would like to take that class myself. Zapier for automation. It's a profound tool that everyone is exploring. Who really want to automate? Who want to automate? Then that's step one. Learn a no code skill. So pick one tool that you want to learn in 2025 in Q1, and start. Then step two, put your work together. More like have a portfolio. Put your work together. And I said it earlier, something as simple as Google Drive. You can create one folder there and just hit up all the things that you've been putting and do it. But if you really want to, you can build a personal website, or you can use um Notion. You can even use Canva, trust me. You can use Canva. You just highlight some of the things that you've done. You can put it up on what's it called? YouTube. You can just try quite a few things to ensure that when someone asks, hey, what have you done? You have something to share with them. Then, as an additional means to earn income, I think you should consider, you know, freelancing. Look at something you can help people do, leveraging your no code skill and freelancing. Consider it. It helps you. You earn additional income. You grow yourself. You see that, oh, this skill that I have can actually bring a return for me. Freelancing, I recommend it every time. You can never have too much money, so that freelancing can just bring one additional income to you. Now, here's the thing that I would like to highlight. even if you choose to do two things, never use one as an excuse for the other and say, because I had to do this, so I did not have time to do this. It means you're not ready. It's that simple. Let one not be suffering because of another, because it will not be good. It doesn't show that you're serious about actually doing more. Okay. And it's also disrespectful to the people that you're working with. Never get to that point. If you find that you cannot manage, you will need to choose one and leave the other. No, 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 no. See, no, nobody, no, life will not end, okay, until you can manage it. So always think about it to say, um, am I able to, take something additional? If you cannot, then do not. Don't go and say, because I had to do this, because I had to do this. It's just silly excuses that, or it already puts a bad taste in, the person you're talking to's mouth. And if for any reason they want to recommend you, they want to, talk about your work, they are now careful. Okay. Imagine they're now careful to say, no, she cannot handle it. Oh. The one that she's even handling, she's not doing it well. So please let that not be said about you. Okay. Now, personal brand, build your personal brand. There's well, for me, I'm a bit intentional about no not I mean either do I show up more this year or should I just not show up more? So I'm a bit, I know why I would not want to show up that much. Okay. I know why. However, positioning yourself, I know the power of really positioning yourself online, you know, creating that personal brand about you. I've been in this space for years now. I've been in this space for quite a bit of time. So people typically know that, oh, when it comes to tech and a woman tech, I have quite a number of people who call my name. And that's because of how I've, been on it over the years. So if I do not do anything for some time, it really doesn't end what I have done over the years. So if you want to be known for something, you need to project yourself. You need to build and nurture your personal brand so that when there are opportunities, when people need to recommend, they can think about you. But if you do not put yourself out there, or it will be difficult. They wouldn't know. They won't know. All right. Yeah. So I also, add another step to it. Look at look at women who are doing some successful stuff, or who've gained success over the years, and learn about their story. Canva is actually owned by a woman. Then we have Bobo. Bobo is another local tool. It's owned by Tara Reid. Amazing women who are doing stuff in that space. So learn about them, see what they do, and of course, position yourself to even do more. All right, so these are some of the things that I wanted to share, and I hope that you find value in it. I will now, stop the recording so that we can have some interaction. Thank you so much. Yeah, let me see your comments in the chat. Oh, thank you. Let me see your comments. Yeah.
Thank you so much, ma. Insightful session. Thank you. Thank you.